We got to my friend door, but my friend was walking faster than me. So I started speeding up to walk like, because I felt something. That's why I screamed like.
In a stunning turn of events, caught in video, armed Atlanta woman shoots at criminals ambushing her at her apartment. It seems they picked the wrong target this time as she fought back with a vengeance, all captured on video. A tale of unexpected bravery and preparedness. A woman who could easily have been the hapless prey of ruthless criminals transformed into an empowered protagonist. She was caught in the crosshairs of a dangerous ambush in Atlanta, only to turn the tables on her assailants. "I truly believe they meant to end my life," she would later express, recalling the chilling encounter. The unsuspecting predators believed they had selected an easy target. However, unbeknownst to them, they had bitten off far more than they could chew. The woman they aimed to victimize was no ordinary citizen. She was an embodiment of strength and preparedness, aptly equating to the equalizer. In her possession was a tool that would alter the course of events drastically: a firearm. As the women ascended the stairwell, their assailants lay in wait, misguidedly confident that they had gained the upper hand. However, the victims were armed with much more than just a gun. They were equipped with a sense of awareness and preparedness that would eventually tip the scales in their favor.
We the only ones out there. So I'm looking around like, I don't know, where did they go? They didn't go downstairs, they went up.
The firearm in the woman's possession was a game changer. It ensured that she wasn't simply a helpless victim, but a formidable opponent. Had she not been armed that night, the story could have ended tragically differently. And that's why this caught in video armed Atlanta woman shoots at criminals ambushing her at her apartment changed the entire landscape forever. Returning home from a local bar, they spotted two masked figures hovering around their front gate. As it turned out, these figures, women hastily climbed the staircase and vanished from sight. Even though the masked woman had disappeared, a sense of unease gnawed at Alexander's gut, prompting her to draw her firearm. Masked figures usually wouldn't inspire fear in most individuals, especially if they were women. Unfortunately, this mindset often leads to complacency and false sense of security. This event, however, served as a stark reminder that danger could emerge from the most unexpected sources, shattering the stereotypical image of what a threat might look like. Notably, the potential victims had just returned from a bar, a detail that sparked a heated debate around the regulation of firearms in establishments serving alcohol. In many regions like Texas, carrying a firearm into an establishment with a 51 sign is prohibited, regardless of whether the person intends to consume alcohol. This policy often forces law-abiding citizens to leave their protective tools at home, creating a vulnerable window between such establishments and their homes during transit. These laws, designed to maintain safety, sometimes inadvertently strip away a person's ability to protect themselves when they're not within the protected confines of these establishments. This limitation can be particularly problematic for pedestrians who have to walk to and from such places. The question then arises, how does one maintain personal security during these vulnerable journeys? The law is a double-edged sword. While it aims to ensure safety, it sometimes overlooks important nuances. The core intention of any law should be to safeguard citizens. However, banning firearms in establishments serving alcohol might not always contribute to this goal. As seen in this Atlanta incident, had the woman not brought her firearm, her story might have ended differently. Returning to the harrowing night, a video captured by a Ring camera depicts the masked figure stealthily climbing the apartment complex steps at around 9 p.m. Alexander and her friend were merely steps behind the intruders. The mask's slight tilt and the eerie silence of the complex heightened Alexander's suspicion. Her keen observation and heightened senses told her something was amiss. She didn't hear any doors open, which meant the masked figures were still around, probably laying a trap. Often, people tend to credit the firearm for saving the women in the situation. However, it was more than just a weapon that ensured her safety. It was her heightened situational awareness that truly saved the day. Owning a firearm doesn't automatically grant safety. The key lies in maintaining alertness and awareness of one's surroundings. In fact, a weapon is only as useful as the user's ability to wield it effectively when the need arises. Situational awareness takes precedence over all when it comes to personal safety. Yet, such awareness may prove inadequate if one finds themselves in an enclosed space with limited exit options. In these situations, having a means to fight back becomes critical, and this is where a firearm can level the playing field. In Alexander's case, her firearm indeed served as the equalizer, allowing her to face a threatening situation with the means to protect herself. The setting, a dimly lit street in Atlanta. The protagonist, a woman named Alexander, who unbeknownst to her would soon find herself in the crosshairs of a dangerous ambush. "I truly believe they meant to end my life," she would later recount, the chilling memory of that fateful night forever etched in her mind. The story began innocuously enough. After a night out at a local bar, Alexander and her friend made their way home, blissfully unaware of the danger lurking just around the corner. As they approached their residence, two shadowy figures sinked into view, quickly ascending the staircase leading to their home before vanishing from sight. Every day, countless innocuous scenarios such as this play out unnoticed. However, Alexander was different. She carried a firearm and a heightened sense of awareness, an uncanny sixth sense often found in the gun community and known as situational awareness. This intuitive sensitivity to her surroundings would prove crucial in the life-threatening ordeal that was about to unfold. Alexander was quick to sense the danger, her instincts propelling her into action. Whirling around, she brandished her 9mm pistol, loaded and ready to fire. Her friend, engrossed in her phone and seemingly oblivious to the threat, moved ahead. This detail would later stir up a whirlwind of speculation, with some observers wondering if her friend might have been part of the setup. As average citizens with firearms, Alexander and her friend were at an immediate disadvantage against the would-be assailants who, unlike them, were prepared to commit a crime and were waiting for them to react. Time was of the essence in this precarious situation, highlighting the importance of preparedness and quick access to personal defense mechanisms. This raises an important question about the potential unintended consequences of gun storage laws. When laws make it difficult for law-abiding citizens to access their firearms in emergencies, they inadvertently favor criminals who are not bound by these rules. It's a controversial conundrum, one that shines a light on the complexity of gun legislation and the balance between safety and self-defense rights. With their survival at stake, Alexander's rapid-fire decision-making and situational awareness proved pivotal. The moment she recognized the danger, she drew her gun ready to face whatever came her way. However, her immediate access to a firearm may not be the reality for everyone, depending on local laws and regulations. In a high-stakes moment, the echo of gunshots rang out in the quiet street. As the assailants fled down the stairs, Alexander unleashed a hail of bullets. The exchange caught on a security camera. Remarkably, she maintained her focus, her unerring aim hitting one of the fleeing women in the leg. The number of shots fired, over 10, brought up another hot-button issue: magazine capacity limits. Had she been restricted to a 10-round limit, the situation could have turned out drastically different. Without ammunition, she would have been defenseless if the attackers had decided to regroup and retaliate. This reality serves as a stark reminder of the potential implications of magazine capacity limits. Despite being shot, the wounded woman managed to escape, demonstrating that leg shots, often touted as a non-lethal means of self-defense, are not necessarily effective. This reinforced Alexander's belief in the necessity of doing whatever it takes to ensure one's own survival. In the ensuing chaos, the balance of power shifted dramatically. The intended victims, once at a disadvantage, were now in control. This is the crux of self-defense, a means to level the playing field even when the odds seem insurmountable. However, the effectiveness of self-defense hinges on various factors, such as access to firearms and the absence of overly restrictive manufacturing limits. As the dust settled, the significance of this incident was clear. The episode served as a potent reminder of the complexities surrounding self-defense laws, gun access, and the importance of situational awareness. Alexander's story, a testament to her quick thinking and tenacity, is a powerful illustration of these issues. This event is not just about a woman defending herself on a dimly lit Atlanta street. It is a call to action, urging us to understand the realities of self-defense situations, reflect on the implications of gun legislation, and underscore the importance of situational awareness. It is a lesson in survival, a tale of courage, and a reminder that being armed, both literally and figuratively, is about more than just carrying a gun. It's about awareness, preparedness, and the will to do whatever it takes to protect oneself and one's loved ones. One late night in Atlanta, a woman named Alexander and her friend were heading home. They spotted two strange figures disappearing into their home, and Alexander's sharp instincts told her to prepare for trouble. She readied her 9mm pistol for defense. The situation illustrates how gun storage laws can favor criminals, making it hard for law-abiding citizens to quickly access their weapons during emergencies. Alexander fired several rounds, injuring one invader. It raises questions about magazine capacity limits and their real-world implications. Anyone can be a target in today's unpredictable world, highlighting the importance of preparedness and awareness, especially if you choose to carry a firearm. Choose to hit subscribe. Don't miss out on the video showing on your screen right now. It's packed with key details that can help keep you safe in tough situations on unpredictable streets.